Pack it up. It's over. It's a done deal for Ron DeSantis. He has ended his bid for the presidency of the United States. And I have to say, I'm not super surprised. I am not shocked at all that this is the way it's ending for him. And we're going to talk about why here in this video. Hey Bears, Eric here. If you're going to enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, become part of the Ericverse, and join me for all these videos where we talk about everything from culture to politics to fun drag queen stuff to comic book stuff. It's just a little bit of everything over here. And if you enjoy that, please hit subscribe and become part of the team over here. Really would like having you guys around. Hit join if you want to support the channel another way and get access to past live streams. All of that is available to channel members. With that being said, let's talk about this Ron DeSantis stuff. So I know a lot of people were very worried about Ron DeSantis actually having a chance to become president. A lot of people in my real life outside of the internet we're worried because Florida has become a shithole. And it sucks because I have a lot of friends that lived in Florida, that some still live there. And I like to travel to Florida. I'm on the East Coast. Florida was a really nice vacation spot, easy trip for me, a one-day trip down to Florida. So I enjoyed it quite a bit, but I have not been back to Florida since Ron DeSantis has been in charge down there because of all the just anti-gay, anti-trans, critical race theory, anti-books, anti-healthcare, just anti-everything. Florida just seems like a really shit place to be. I don't know, for me personally. So I've been down there, but he's just ran on this culture war platform and it picked up a lot of steam in Florida. And he thought, well, if it's picking up steam in Florida, I guess the rest of the country probably feels the same way. Surprise, surprise, they don't. The vast majority of people do not feel the same way as Ron DeSantis. Now, I made several videos about this. And a lot of times people in the comments, sock accounts will go, oh, but the rest of the country does actually. No, it doesn't. The rest of the country doesn't ultimately do not care about all of the hateful stuff that Ron DeSantis is talking about. There's no solutions in anything that he's campaigning on. And that's what people want. People want solutions to problems. They want problems to be addressed and solutions to be offered. And Ron DeSantis had no solutions to anything. Everything was cancel this, cancel that, ban this, do that, like there's no solutions to anything. You can't see the forest for the trees. Really, that's what the campaign was. This culture war shit is not a platform that is successful for politicians. And the reason why is it's not a successful platform. People that are out there voting are actually voting for real things. They want things to be addressed. They want their lives to be better. And none of the stuff that the conservatives that are doing this, none of this stuff makes anybody's lives better. It just doesn't. It's all completely fictitious boogie person stuff. And it doesn't work at the voting booth. And this is why he's having to pull out. This is why. It's a big deal. The culture war stuff is a losing battle for people outside of the grift sphere. You can sell merch with it. You can milk your community with selling merch. A lot of people here on YouTube do that. They get on and they do all this culture war bullshit and they sell merch with it. So yeah, you can do that. You can sell merch and grift off of it, but you're not going to be able to run and get a legitimate space in a high-ranking position in politics by doing this because it's offering nothing. Another reason why is people are still obsessed with Trump. Trump has been embedded in the conservative community, in the Republican Party since before his presidency. And I'm going to tell you this right now, conservatives out there, if you really, really, really want someone to break through and start actually doing things that you guys want in terms of like conservative values, Trump has to go, meaning he can't be running Republican tickets. No one will ever have an opportunity to run against Trump for a major seat, presidency or something like that. They're never going to run against him and beat him in that. His fan base is way too loud and polarizing. Even if they are a minority in the Republican Party, it's enough that it's still a problem. So no one else outside of Trump had any shot at running. And this is why Ron DeSantis was trying so hard with this culture war bullshit, this anti-gay stuff, just all of this hateful stuff to try and get a run for presidency, because he knew that, like, especially after Roe v. Wade and all these other things that have been addressed in the last few years, there's not a lot left to run on for conservatives other than culture war stuff, because they do not have solutions to any problems affecting real people. They just don't. This border security stuff, it's all smoke and mirrors. I mean, at least there's a topic of conversation there. There's stuff that is happening, but the stuff that they're saying, most of it is just not true. There's just a lot of things that you could be talking about. You could be talking about safety in cities. You could be talking about, more money for the working class. Like, there's a lot of things you could do, but instead they want to talk about bullshit like somebody has a rainbow flag in their classroom. Oh, this book said something I don't like. Like, these things are not quantifiable things in reality that make someone electable. So I'm very happy to see that Ron DeSantis has accepted reality and that he will only be available to work in Florida until the end of his term. And then hopefully he doesn't get reelected. We'll see. A lot of people that would not have voted for him have left the state because the state has become a shithole. Maybe that's enough for people to go, we need someone different. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. But now Ron DeSantis, who said he never backs down, has actually backed down and given up his run for his presidential bid. And I say good riddance. I don't like him. He's a scumbag. It's a piece of garbage, just like most of the people that run in the grifter spear.